Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Morinure from work here again. This is the video on my Egregore store, as you can see here. It's called Welcome to the Egregore store. And I will be reading from it. It's pretty much self-explanatory, the page. Hello all, I hereby lay emphasis on one of my services, specifically Egregore or thought form creation. In short, an Egregore is a self-made spirit that will serve as your personal assistant, that will be created and exists solely to serve your wishes. Imagine the potential, a spirit that serves you. Imagine what you can accomplish. The only drawback is, since it's a self-made spirit, that it will take a short while for your egregore to become strong. But once it does, generally after a few months, it'll deliver like no other. The price that I charge for creating an egregore for you, if you were to become a customer viewer, is $1,000 American. What does the process look like? What does the process look like? As follows. You place an order for one. Afterwards, after payment has been confirmed, after I have confirmation of said payment, of your payment, I create your egregore for you. If you have any custom wishes, such as what its name should be and attributes, etc., just tell me. Afterwards, I'll send you an oration that you can recite once a day in order to make the bond with your egregore as strong as possible. The oration is optional but not required, but it's still recommended. I still personally recommend it, but keep in mind that it's optional. The beauty of all of this is that you do not need to be knowledgeable on the occult at all in order to make use of this service. It applies to everyone, so it doesn't matter. You can be a mundane person. You do not have to be proficient in the occult whatsoever. This is a servitor, a spirit that will serve as your personal assistant, one that will exist solely to serve you, basically. And you can literally just decide what you want it to look like, what its attributes will be, and what you want it to do for you. Everything. It's literally just a create your own egregore or create your own spirit. That's what an egregore is. Last but not least, the general payment methods or options I accept are credit and debit cards, PayPal, bank transfers, MoneyGram. Other methods can be discussed, of course. And this is an example. These are from my own notes. This is an example. Details in relation to egregore creation. This is an own egregore that I came up with. The name was aurum, which is Latin for gold. The appearance would be that of a stockbroker. Its seal. A seal is a symbol of a spirit. This is a seal. This would be included in your oration. It's simply the symbol by which your spirit is known and which your spirit recognizes. For the rest, everything. Okay, the CLC folder, attributes, making money, bringing in money. Zodiac sign is Leo, so it's solar. Planet is the sun, 28 degrees specifically. So that is what one needs to keep in mind. Like I said, I can compile. This is literally create your own spirit. Imagine if you were to be able to create your own children or something similar. This is just an example. In short, this spirit will literally serve you as you see fit, and general guidelines and everything will be taken into account. I will be asking you if you want this spirit to cease to exist when you die, for example, when you physically die. That is a good idea. These are general conditions and guidelines to prevent something from going wrong. For example, your spirit from running amok when you die, for example, since it has no one to serve. But in short, this spirit, like I said, the only drawback is that it will take a short while for the spirit to become strong, since it's a self-made spirit, like I state. But when it does start to gain experience in whatever purpose you want it to serve, in whichever area of life you want it to serve you, it will do so like no other. And it's well worth the investment, obviously. Imagine how much you will have accomplished in a year's time, let alone in 5 years' time, with your egregore by your side. For example, if your focus is money, your egregore will be able to bring money to your doorstep. Your egregore will be able to do whatever you desire. Your egregore will literally help you and will be your personal assistant and will always be with you and whatnot. Reciting the oration, I will write an oration for you. That is basically a way to address your egregore. This egregore will this oration or citation can simply be repeated every night before you go to bed as an example, and this egregore will therefore be made, the bond with him will be made as strong as possible. Keep in mind that this is optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to or if it's an inconvenience to you. But assuming not, then yes, I would still recommend you give it a go ahead. And as you would see, the entire process is very simple from a magician's perspective, and it is of very practical employment and importance to every person, not just people that are interested in the occult or people that are proficient in the occult. So this literally applies to everyone, the everyday person out there. I can make an egregore for you, long story short. This egregore will serve you, and you will see practical results in time, of course, in a couple of months' time on average. If it's something else, then yes. And other questions that you might have, another question that you might have is that your egregore, for example, is it possible to assign multiple tasks to an egregore as a specialty? Yes, that is possible. So if you don't just want money, instead of money you want, for example, not just money, but you want your quality of life and your living standard to be improved overall. As a whole, you want to become mentally and physically strong or stronger than you currently are. You want to become more self-confident. You want to be better off financially. You want your love life to go okay, or you want to have a vibrant love or sex life. Just your overall quality of life, you want to advance in all areas of life. All of that is possible. So you're not limited to just one wish, if you will, or just one specialty or task. No, so it applies to everyone, and yeah, this is what the process looks like. As you can see for yourself, it's very profitable. It is very much worth the simple price that I asked for, which is $1,000. I mean, this isn't a small or a very minor investment that you will reap multifold. I mean, literally multifold, 10 to 20 times. You'll be literally getting back 10 to 20 times what you invested or what you paid for over the course of 10 years or 20 years. Okay, this is just a ballpark number. General things taken into consideration, of course, general conditions and whatnot. Of course, one can always contact me. My contact information as well as the link to this page can be found in the description below. This video will also be embedded in this page. Will be embedded in the post that is linked to this page. In any case, you can find all the links to everything you would like to know in the description below. I will also, as an addition, add my contact information or a link to my contact information or methods via which you can contact me in this page. So that is it. I look forward to people placing orders, and I look forward to creating or making egregores for anyone to whom this seriously appeals. And think of it as the better version of a familiar. Okay, think of simply having your own butler, but astrally speaking, your own spiritual butler that will manifest physical results for you. One last thing I'd like to add is that the appearance aspect of an egregore is specifically relating to the astral, so to the spiritual, not to the physical. So you won't physically see your egregore. Your egregore is a spirit. It's a thought form. So it is ethereal. You can't see it physically. Once your bond becomes strong enough with it, then you will be able to notice it being around you, and you will be able to see it, even if it is only for a brief moment, depending on the circumstances, of course. But that is in any case it. The results are all important. As you can see, it's all about the results, and an egregore can deliver for you like no other. So I'd say, what are you waiting for? I am here. I'll hear from anyone that is seriously interested. Thank you in any case, and I look forward to seeing you. Bye.